All right, YouTube, we're live. Good afternoon. Just seeing, make sure everything looks good here. On YouTube, we look good. Hope you guys are doing well this afternoon. Thank you for being here. I hope the volume and everything is okay, because if it's not, we're gonna have some problems, because I'm not going to adjust it during this stream. So if it's not, my apologies. If it is, welcome and thank you for being here. So today we're going to be discussing the Conversation Club starting October 30th with a company called Amigo. I am super excited for the opportunity. I think it's going to be awesome. I think I'm going to meet a lot of awesome people, and I think we're going to have some awesome conversations. So that's the idea. We're going to go live, and we're going to get Mrs. Chelsea in here, and we're going to get our former students in here as well. Let's see, join the conversation. Get my Instagram camera set up. What's going on, Instagram? Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Barely afternoon, I guess. Just Saturday. How are you guys doing? Welcome, Princess. Welcome, Danu. Welcome, Alejo. Hugo. Good afternoon, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Joshua Escobar. Good afternoon. Alita. Good afternoon. Felipe. Good afternoon. Thank you guys for being here. Vincentico. Good afternoon. Hello. How are you guys? Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. Hernandez. Hello, Omar. Long time no see, man. How are you? Good to see you, brother. Josiah, what's going on? Josiah? Diego, I see you here. Whenever you can, send the request and I'll try and get us all together. Hello, Cynthia. How are you? Alejandro, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Hello, Jay. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ross. Hello, Francisco. I love the energy. Lady, good afternoon. Alexandra. Diego, what's going on, my man? Joanna, good afternoon. Man, thank you guys for all of the awesome energy. Good afternoon, honey. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Indra. Greg, good afternoon. Jose, good afternoon. From Venezuela. From Spain. Awesome. Thank you for being here. It must be 7 p.m. in Spain. 8 p.m. Doing well? Awesome, Omar. That makes me happy, brother. I'm thankful that you're doing well. How's life over there in West Texas, right? West Texas? Good afternoon, Esteban. 7 p.m. Yeah, man, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I guess for some people, good morning as well. If you're on the West Coast, good morning. Sup, Jake? Sup, Beatriz? How are you? Looking for you from Panama. Esteban, thank you for being here, man. From San Antonio, Texas. Awesome. Chelsea's going on first. Sounds good. Sounds good, Diego. Ivan, dobre wieczór. Bueno, dobre dzień. Good afternoon. Hello from Chile. What's going on? From Spain as well. Thank you for being here this afternoon. How is everybody doing? Hello, Ross. So I'm waiting for Miss Chelsea from Amigo to join. We're going to be discussing this conversation club that we have starting October 30th. I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be awesome, and we'll tell you guys everything that it's going to be about. Hello, Ale. Teacher, my first time here. Thank you for being here, Beth. I appreciate it. My name is Alex. How are you, brother? Hello, Alex. My name is Jake. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How is your Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning going? Let's see. All right, I got some requests, so I'm going to try and get this rectified and get them in. Let's see. We'll go accept. See if this works out. This will be my second time ever doing an Instagram dual live, basically.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Miss Chelsea.
Hi, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Good. I have my flight that I'm going to catch in like 4 hours, so.
Oh, I see.
I still need to pack.
We won't keep you then.
No.
Well,
It's great to meet you, everyone.
yes.
Hello.
Thank you, everyone in the chat, for being here. Me da gusto que tu canal esté creciendo. Thank you, Omar.
Hi, everyone. My name is Chelsea, and like Jake said, I am a co-founder and CEO of a company called Amigo. It's immigrant plus amigo. I'm an immigrant from South Korea in the US, and together with Jake, we created this amazing experience for all of you that we're really excited to share and have you all ask questions. And so, hey, Johanna, nice to meet you.
Yes. Chelsea has been amazing since I met her. It would have been about a month ago now, I suppose.
Yeah.
We've been working together, putting this club together, and I'm super, super, super excited for the opportunity and for the first cohort.
Absolutely. And so what we're going to do today, everyone, is that we're going to take a quick, maybe first 5 to 10 minutes explaining how this experience is different from what you've experienced in the past. And we're going to also have some time with our community members and club members in the past joining later, 2 students that we invited. It's a surprise. You get to ask a lot of questions. They're going to join and talk about the experience. And then towards the end, we're going to carve out some time for us to answer any of the questions that you have. And so with that, maybe we can get started. Before I get started, can everyone tell me where you're from?
Where are you from? We had Chile already, Mexico, Venezuela, 2 people from Spain. Where's everyone joining us from?
People are trickling in. Don't be shy. Make sure you're typing in. Maybe there is some delay, but...
From Panama, we had Panama as well.
Awesome. I've only been to Panama through layover.
Mexico, awesome. Costa Rica, awesome, Cynthia. Tiquicia is Diego. That's another way of saying Costa Rica.
Really?
Yeah.
I learned Tico.
Yes.
Okay, Miami, I'm born in Venezuela. Awesome. Madrid, Venezuela, Peru, Honduras, Ecuador. Amazing.
Awesome,
Mexico.
awesome.
That's awesome. And for all of you who are from all different countries and cultures around the world, especially in Latin America and Spain, why are you learning English?
It's a very interesting question. Why are you guys learning English? From New York City? I saw California as well, so people from the US as well.
Awesome. I'm in California right now. I'm in San Francisco. I think I saw Oakland, Pet Sanchez.
Venezuela, again, Oakland. What's life like in California right now, Miss Chelsea?
It's nice. I mean, it's not that... I mean, I always expect the worst whenever I come to Northern California, and so I brought a lot of thick jackets, but because I'm over-prepared, I'm surviving.
Nice.
Let's see. Because I live in the U.S. Okay. Because you live in the U.S., do you have are you working or are you a student? What do you do in the U.S.? I love English and need it for the work. What type of work do you do, Taz Lopez? To get a job. What type of job do you want to get?
To get a job, for work. Need it for work, yes. English seems to be the universal language for work.
Okay. Well, I'm learning English because it's a language that opens doors to new opportunities. That's right. It looks like a lot of you are learning English for opportunities, right? Exactly like you said. Oh, that's awesome. Manufacturing, we make seats for Harley Davidson. Are you a biker? Just for fun, for their career. Awesome. So, kind of relevant to what you are telling us now, to tell you a little bit about me. so I was born and raised in Korea, and when I was 17, which is like a young adult, like awkward age, our family had to immigrate to the States. My mom had remarried her second husband. Now she has third husband, but back then. And then that sudden change, me not speaking English, was really, really tough. I came to the US. I was so self-conscious about my accent and the fact that I was Asian. I thought everyone was gonna laugh at me and judge me, point fingers at me. And so even though in my head I could write, I could listen, but speaking was really, really tough for me. But as you know, to get into good school, get into good job, or get all the opportunities, you need to talk and communicate. And what I ended up doing was, with a bunch of people around the world, I had friends from Mexico, Turkey, Italy, China, that helped me, who were just in the same position as me, practice English over time, and I was able to get fluent over time. And that opened so many doors for me. I have worked in probably like 7 different countries. I've worked and lived in Korea, China, US, Paraguay, Ireland, missing one or two, but yeah, and it opened so many doors for me because I was speaking English, and now I am building what I wish I had when I first immigrated. And so, reason why I wanted to ask is because I'm the living proof of that. When I didn't know what to do, eventually figured it out, and English eventually opened so many doors for me. Even today, I'm just shocked and mesmerized every single day how I get to communicate with the smartest people around the world on topics that I'm so passionate about. And it looks like all of you, Jake's followers, you all seem to be passionate about something. And I think that's the amazing part, where your English writing is really awesome. I've been seeing your grammars, but I think when it comes to speaking, you really just need to practice as much as possible, which is why Jake has partnered with us to bring you this experience called Conversation Club.
Yeah. So Omar says her accent is very clear. I totally agree. Chelsea, it's absolutely incredible what you've done coming to the States, and you speak amazing English. And so you're at least bilingual, because I imagine you have Korean and you have English. So inspirational. And as you said, you're a testament to speaking in the target language is so important when you're learning a language. For a lot of us, I think, myself included, learning Spanish, the written and reading part is kind of the easiest part. There's no stress, there's no pressure, you can do it on your own time. But oftentimes it's difficult for people to find other people with whom they can practice and with whom they can have a conversation and actually speak in the language. So thank you for that. That's, inspirational, and I totally agree.
Absolutely. And it's similar to what Jake said. So Jake mentioned that he also went through the same thing with Spanish. But all of you in this chat probably know, let's say, American learning French is going to be completely different from, let's say, Ecuadorian learning English. People around the world, including Korea, whether you speak English or not, could really change your life, your income potential, your I guess the level or amount of people you can connect around the world, amount of experiences you'll get to see around the world. Someone mentioned travel and to learn more about the world. You're right. As non-Western, non-English speaking countries, like people like us, we really need to learn English and speak English to maximize our potential. And so what we do here with Jake at Inigo is it's a little bit different from what you've experienced. So I think a lot of you may have experienced tutors. You've had one-on-one teachers, right? You've consumed Jake's content, right? So YouTube, Instagram, you learn English through these videos. You have Udemy, or these courses where it's pre-recorded, they're all awesome. And of course, there's Duolingo, where there are apps where you practice English. But they also have different problems. So if you see one-on-one teachers, that's great. You can have it maybe a couple times a week. But if you wanted to use that as primary tool to speak and practice English every single day, you're gonna probably spend a lot of money. And maybe you can afford it, that's great. But when it comes to, especially from intermediate to advanced, if you wanna get out of that intermediate zone, just practicing as much as possible is the only way. And teachers are amazing, they give you guidance, but it's going to be limited in terms of how much you need to put in the work to do the practice. If you look at the Instagram, YouTube, or Udemy courses that are pre-recorded, you learn a lot of great stuff, vocabularies, idioms, phrases, grammar, but it's a lot input, no output. You don't get to speak with a real person, right? And so what we are creating here with Jake is what we call a cohort-based peer-to-peer experience. And what it is every week you're going to meet with Jake as a cohort. We're going to learn really awesome things, but also get to speak as much as possible. You might be thinking, oh my God, what if we have like 100 people and are we gonna all like speak? No one's gonna get a time to speak. No, we have breakout rooms. We have guided questions that will guide you to have discussions. Jake and our team will like go around the room and just check in. That's going to be the live session, but throughout the week. When for those of you who already registered, probably know, but when you sign up, we gather certain information about you that we use. We have engineers from Skillshare. I'm sure you've heard of this company. Team members from Duolingo, English First, all these awesome, renowned English edtech companies. We together create an algorithm that will put you all in a group that can predictably have a good learning outcome. And so you will be placed in a group where similar English level, why you're learning English, similar background, similar goals, and we'll put you together to do the list of activities and guided questions together throughout the week. And so you're not only getting awesome time with Jake to learn and practice these concepts and new things, but the most important part will be you'll practice with your peers who have the same goals as you. And so you get at least 15 hours of English speaking time in a month. But we've also had people who come like who do it every single day, sometimes twice a day. It's really whatever you make it out to be. But I can guarantee you that before and after you going through this club, you will see the difference in your confidence, because you will be constantly validating whether the other person understands you. And you'll also understand a lot more because you will hear a lot of different people's accents as well. That's one thing that happened. We've served people from 118 countries to date. And because people were from a bunch of different countries, someone who's working at an international company, they used to not be able to like understand, let's say, Belarus, like or India, like their accents, but now they can and they're better at their job. And so all this is to say that everything we do, all the method that we put in, material, content, whatever, is to force you and make you practice and use English as much as possible. So if you take the Jake's Conversation Club, you will at least from a month from now, you will have spoken at least, the top students have spoken at least 2,300 sentences in English by the end of the 5 weeks. Versus if you don't take a Jake's Conversation Club, 0 sentences in English. And so what you're really paying for is that ability and environment where you are forced to speak English and expose yourself in English. So I'll pause there and see if you guys have any questions, or Jake, if you want to chime in.
Yeah, I'll chime in, and in the meanwhile, if you see any questions, certainly answer them. So what you said is exactly true. I was just in a professional training talking about proficiency levels in the ACTFL, the American Council on Teaching of Foreign Languages, and it was about Spanish, but it's applicable for English as well. That going from that intermediate to advanced level is often very, 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 very difficult because, as I said, a lot of people can read and write in the language, in the target language, but it's a lot more difficult to actually create spoken sentences. And so Chelsea mentioned the whole idea of this club is many people want to take classes with me. It's awesome. I appreciate all of the demand. I put a lot of content out on Instagram. I'd like for people to get together and really have an opportunity to practice in the target language. Because as I said, vast majority of you guys are from Spain or Central America, where maybe you don't have the opportunity to practice every single day in English. And I tell people, practice with the wall, practice with the mirror. That's great, but it's also great to have the opportunity to practice with other people in English. That's the whole idea behind the Conversation Club. Omar says, speak slowly. I will speak a little bit more slowly. I have a tendency to speak fast when I'm excited. I'm very excited about this opportunity, and I think it could be an awesome opportunity for all of you guys as well.
Awesome. Yeah, sorry, Omar. I also speak fast when I get excited. Okay, Aldo Rivera said, I would like to speak or talk. I don't know how do you say about a tema?
Tema is like a subject, so
Theme.
So the general theme of the Conversation Club of this first cohort is going to be something that I'm very passionate about. It's going to be redefining fear and attaining success. So I want to get people thinking about their fears, specifically with regard to, yes, topic, Esteban said, the topic. That's great. Subject or topic. Getting people thinking about their fears and especially with regard to learning a language, because everything you've said and I've said is great, but it's also scary, right? But it's also necessary in order to learn the language, and you know that, Chelsea, better than anyone, having come here. And you mentioned some of your fears at the beginning, whether people would judge you, whether people will look at you. I can say in the Conversation Club, we're not there to judge you guys. It's an opportunity for you to practice and for you to get better. And that's the whole goal behind it. And so I think it's a perfect first cohort topic as well to talk about, redefining fear and attaining success in the long run. And it doesn't have to just be about language either. It's, I guess, general things in life that we can talk about and that we can discuss. So I'm super excited about that topic as well.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree with everything you said. So I'm sure a lot of you have experienced that fear at least once in your life. If you are learning the language, it's almost impossible to not go through that phase if you are learning the language. And so I'm sure all of you can relate. And with that being said, I think I would love to invite our past members who've experienced this method and this experience to come on and talk about how that experience has been, especially in relation to their fear or confidence or whatever they had before and after this experience, so that you can hear directly from the people who were in your position. All right. So let's see. Is Irina and Diego here?
Let's see. I don't have requests, but Irina or Diego, if you guys could shoot me a request, I will let you in. I would like to know more knowledge, get more knowledge.
There is a link. I'm gonna type it here. Nico.
Do you have Conversation Club for Basic English? We do not at this time, but it's something that I plan to think about and implement eventually. Thank you, Chelsea, for putting that link in there.
All right. where is Diego and Irina?
Okay, I've just seen Diego's, so I'm getting him in now.
All right.
Good afternoon, Diego.
Hi, Jake. Hi, Chelsea.
Nice to meet you officially.
Face to face. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you for being here. And Diego is a Tico as well. Diego's from Costa Rica. Diego, which part of Costa Rica are you from?
I was born and raised in the capital. 100% Josefino. Yeah.
San Jose.
Yeah.
Pura vida.
Pura vida. Also, I'm wearing my Chelsea t-shirt.
Oh, you're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, totally blue. Both the team on Chelsea's too.
And
Chelsea amigos.
Awesome. So I have Irina. She is on her way in, I believe.
Amazing. So maybe we can get started with Diego. Diego, I would love to, maybe you can start just rambling about why you joined the experience and how that experience was and what it was good for, so that 52 people right now who are tuning in could hear directly from the source, like what the experience was like.
Sure. Well, first of all, hello everyone. What if I tell you I am a wallflower with huge issues with confidence and, what can I say, bashful? I consider someone bashful, timid. Well, so if I can join an Instagram live, definitely you can. If I can do this, speaking another language, if you never do this, the first time you can feel naked, it's exposed. But I've stopped caring about what other people think about, and I've stopped feeling afraid of speak. And everything is thanks for my own effort, but thanks to Imigo platform. I'm not gonna lie, it's up to you how much time you will like to spend on the experience, how much engagement. And in my case, I love to connect with people. So just to give you some context, I would like to say something about me, just to be quick. I am 32 years old. I have been studying English practically since I was 6 years old, because in Costa Rica, it's like mandatory, especially from people for my age, the 90s. So basically, my path started when I was in kindergarten, but at the end of high school, I couldn't read. I couldn't read aloud or write, but speak, not at all. Then another part of my life is I am a geek. 100%. I am a geek. I love watching movies from the United States or from UK. I'm growing up listening to rock and pop from the 90s and 80s. My dad loves the rock music. So I was raised by all these stuff. Can I say that? Music. And I love to read, but I used to read only in Spanish. But when I grow up, I start to read in English. When I met Imigo, I cannot say which my level is. Currently, I don't care. But I cannot say currently I work for a multinational company. Over than a year. I want to say the name because they are really tricky, or they are really picky. They never say where you work. So I cannot say, but the only can say is they're a multinational company, and I work with native speakers, non-native speakers. English is a requirement there. It's not customer services. I am a psychologist. I work as a well-being coach, and that's why I feel like, oh my God, I connect with people. And for me, if you ask me, since I become a mentor, my motivation is not just to speaking English, it's just to help the other new joiners or the people who join, and because I fell in love with the opportunity to help people with their process. And I'm not a professor, but I know how to deal with some anxiety situations, overcome fears and whatever. So yeah, it's a whole package. In this platform, you will be using your English daily, as me, on the chats. You met friends, real friends, even they are in other continents. You will become real friends. At the end, okay. Oh, we are like more like classmates, But at the end, we become friends, and you start to take up care about these people and their English, and help each other in a community, support community. Hi, Dina.
Yeah, hi.
And yeah, well, just in conclusion, because I don't want to speak a lot. If I can't do this, you can't. It is my English perfect? Not at all. And Valeria, she is part of Imigo staff. And she told me these words. I never forget this, because I used to think, my goal is become proficient. I want to be C2. She told me, being proficient is just a starting line. And I say, oh my God, you spoiled my goal. But, oh my God, so it's a journey that never ends. But yeah, but enjoy the path. Enjoy. In my case, I watch TV. I watch currently. I watch in the office for the very first time. Do I understand all? No. But I put captions because they tend to speak really fast. In my company, at my job, and sometimes on our calls, there are people from the UK, from India, from South America. We need to speak in English, of course, but you will listen different accents. At the end, okay, it is okay. I don't work in the customer service, because when you work in the customer services, you can be like, I don't know how to say this without sounds weird or rude, but I know, besides in Costa Rica, a lot of people wants to learn English as a boost in their careers, especially young people, the youth, and they dream joining a company and working as a customer service. But sometimes the recruiters are really mean. They say, hey, because that happens to me, hey, your English is not enough, and you start believing that. So I was thinking my English sucks beyond sucks, because I failed in different interviews, and because when I speak with a mirror and speak in front of the wall, I was like a C2. But when the interview started, I was so nervous. Then I lose a lot of confidence and fluency. So practicing make progress, definitely, and that's why. I joined the club, and I stay and I come back because Chelsea and Ryan and Alfredo, they all show me they care about my process for real. And all the teachers, I know you, Jake, will be one of them, and I'm so excited to join your club, because not only the vocabulary we are learning, or we will be learning, is awesome. It's because you will have the opportunity to use that knowledge and apply it in your life. So that's it from my side, from my perspective. I would like to listen to Irina.
Thank you, Diego. That was an amazing speech. Honestly, you're an inspiration as far as I'm concerned. And people were saying it in the comments. You speak amazing English, man. You have an awesome accent, and it's apparent that you're very passionate about this and about the process. So I'm thankful for that. And keep up the great
Thank
work, Mrs.
Just in
Irina.
addition, just in addition, sorry, I've never been in the United States. I used to think, hey, I never will be able to speak English if I going to abroad. So that's just in conclusion. Never been in a country which English is the official language. So it's not an excuse. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an opportunity, that you can practice with people from all over the world, and as you said, making friends too. I imagine you've made connections that you wouldn't have had without the opportunity. So amazing job, Diego. Keep up the amazing work, Mrs. Inina. Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Hi. First of all, I want to say thanks for having me. And the second thing that I'm not so professional as Diego in English, really. Let me tell you about my path in English, in learning English, just in brief, uh, just to introduce myself. majority of people, as Diego said, started their path and learning English, maybe daycare or in school as well as did I, and then in university. But I want to highlight the moment that in my university there was only medical terminology which I couldn't use in daily life. And a few years later, I moved to another country um, where I had to speak only in English everywhere. It was my really big problem because I could read, I could write, and listening, but I couldn't speak at all. At that moment, I was subscribed to one of the teachers of this platform, Imigo.io, and read everything about the first coming course and decided to take part in. Why not? Say out loud. And I never regretted about my decision about this day. And by immersing myself in this community, I realized and asked a question to myself: why I didn't it before? And I've already joined 5 cohorts in a row. The time flies pretty fast. And I remember the one phrase that I came across in one of the Sun-based cohorts. It sounds like vision without action is just a dream. Action without vision is merely passing the time. And vision with action can change the world. And by saying this, I'm eager to give two pieces of advice for the future participants in your cohort and in general on platform Amigo. Keep your main goal in your thoughts. By saying that, I mean, why do you want to learn English? And um, what's your final aim? Because I saw that in the comments that a lot of people wrote that they wanted to promotion their job or maybe for education or something like that. It's a good aim, it's a good goal. You need to keep this um, just in order to not lose the enthusiasm and move on. And the last one, what I wanted to say, it's being yourself and put your fears behind you. Just hide it. But thank it, I tend fears of being misunderstood, fears of making mistake, and fears of using inappropriate words. That this experience learned me uh, that this community uh, constitutes from a really kind of people, kind person, and kind audience that's really supportive and help you in every way, and every ways in your life, in daily routine, and learning English as well. Yeah, I think this community and cohort that I took part already, I think it's not only about learning English; it is about our life. Yeah, it's my opinion about this.
Thank you, Mrs. Irina. And people in the comments are loving you. I totally agree with them. Absolutely inspirational, what you've done. And that is also one of my new favorite quotes. I had to Google it, and I'm just going to say it again. Vision without action is merely a dream. Action without vision is merely passing time. But vision with action can change the world.
Yeah.
Very, very, very beautiful. I agree. I agree that it's true. And it made me think a little bit about a quote from a guy called Nietzsche. That is, he who has a why can bear almost any how. And I think that you touched on that as well, Mrs. Irina, that you may be scared. You may, worry about making mistakes. You may be in a situation where you think you may say inappropriate words, but facing that, you come out the other side a better person. And you've done this 5 times already. That's absolutely amazing. And would you say generally it's been helpful, the opportunity? Have you met awesome people? Have you had good conversations?
Yeah, that's true. I agree with all words that you mentioned before, and I was in that shoes uh, because I'm really a shy person, and this experience is like a challenge for me to be on myself and and do the next speech to be close to my aim, to my dream as well. Yeah, and
Wow.
this community completely helped me with it,
Well,
and still doing it. Yeah, it's healthy.
thank you, Mrs. Arena. Thank you for sharing
Yeah.
and keep up the amazing work.
Anyone in the comments wanting to ask Irina any questions? But yeah, in the meantime, while we wait for people questions, Irina, thank you so much. Your speech was just so beautiful. It had so much emotion in it. How much you evolved over time. That was amazing. Thank you so much. And yeah. By the way, Irina is a doctor who was very, very passionate and dedicated in learning English. So yeah, right. We have Justy Sword says we all have made mistakes, but I'm still learning how to communicate well. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. That's what I'm working on as well. It never ends. Similar to what Diego said, proficiency is just the beginning. You can always be better communicator.
This is true. Even for me, having been born in the United States, always trying to improve communication, say things more efficiently, and speak better.
Absolutely. All right. Well, if no one has any questions for Irina, thank you so much. Feel free to stay on. Thank you. Thank you too. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Irina, you too. Thank you. You are amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, everyone. So, there you have it. You've heard from two awesome members of the community about what the experience looks like. If you have any questions about the experience or specific, method questions or whatnot, feel free to ask. I don't know why the comment section isn't really updating in the chat.
Yeah, I'm seeing it a little bit slow as well. If you guys have questions about the Conversation Club or what it's about, those were two amazing testimonials from people who have done this multiple times for months, and in Diego's case, almost a year, I believe. Amazing transformations from both of them, and very, very accomplished a couple of people. I'm proud of both of them, and I personally am inspired by both of them as well.
Awesome.
I should mention, if you'd like to be part of this community, if you'd like to join the first cohort of my Conversation Club, you can do it in the link on my bio. We've put it in the chat a couple times, but I think it's kind of hard to copy it and put it in. If you go to my bio, you can click on the link, you can apply there, and you could potentially be a part of this community. Something that I'm super excited for. It's going to be my first cohort, so you get to be part of the first one, and we can have conversations together week over week for 5 weeks. So
yeah, like Jake said, you will be the first cohort that shapes what the Jake's community would look like and content or method that we learned. So Diego and Irina, they both loved the experience to a point where they now became a mentor. Like Diego mentioned it a little bit, but we've seen so much like amazing transformation. Starting with nervousness and fear, they achieve improvement, and then even further, they start helping other people. And so it's not just like Irina said. Obviously, you're there in the English club to learn and speak better, but ultimately, it's going to be just an amazing experience where you're shaping what Jake's Conversation Club's future, method or content or whatnot the community would look like. So it's an amazing opportunity for you to get involved.
Yes, and I'd like you to think too, if you join this first cohort, you will be part of the group that shapes what our conversation club is about. I'm going to be taking your input. Chelsea, Amigo are going to be taking your input and seeing how can we make this thing better? How can we bring you guys opportunities to practice every single day as much as you possibly can? And not only that, as Diego and Irina mentioned, you get to be part of an amazing community of people who also want to speak and to listen in English and to practice with their English every single day. As we know, it's a very, very, very fundamental part of learning the language. And I'd love for you guys, if you think this is something that would be good for you, I would love for you to be a part of this group and to be a part of this opportunity.
Is the chat working, or is it just that everyone's crickets and quiet?
I see a message here and there. Does anyone have any questions about the Conversation Club? Please put them in the chat if you do. I'd also like to see if the chat is working. I'm seeing hola, ¿cómo estás? Hola, ¿cómo estás? How are you? It is working. Diego, okay, it is working. So if anyone has any questions about the Conversation Club, please put them in the chat. I will clear up any doubts that you have. But again, we saw amazing testimonies for these two people, Diego and Irina, who have made amazing transformations and who are inspiring individuals as it is. Ele says, how much se le fue el internet? Yeah, I think Miss Chelsea lost internet. That's okay, though. I'm still here. How much? The Conversation Club is $20. It'll be weekly classes with me, weekly live workshops with me every Sunday at 9 a.m. CST, Central Standard Time. You will also have opportunities to meet with pods every week. So your pod is going to be you and 3 other people. Let's see if we can get Chelsea back in. It's going to be you and 3 other people meeting at least weekly, discussing topics that we discussed in the live workshops. So using English in a spoken and listening way. There's Miss Chelsea. Talking about the things that we discussed in the live workshops. You will have weekly English challenges as well. And you can meet with your pods of 4 people as much as you want throughout the week. So you could meet every single day if you wanted to. You could meet on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, if that's something that you wanted to. So it'll be an opportunity for you to practice speaking and listening in English. That's the whole idea. It's a conversation club. How long does each course last? Each course lasts 5 weeks. So starting October 30th, it'll last 5 weeks after that. I should say, right now there's an early bird special of $20. After October 23rd, which is 8 days from now, so next Sunday, the price will go up to $30. So if you want to get that early bird special for a lower price of $20, you can send me a message on Instagram, but the link is in my bio for you to apply. Si no sabe poco inglés. Carmen, we recommend that you have a level B2 at least of English to be able to join the club because we want you to be able to participate and have conversations with people. Hey, Miss Chelsea.
Hello. I keep getting disconnected, but I'm back.
Looks like it's working now.
Yeah, now I see people's comments too.
Oh, you weren't seeing the chat at all. I understand.
Yeah, it was like just completely non-existent.
I understand. Yes, so we recommend that you have at least a level B1. And the starting of this cohort, of this first cohort, is going to be October 30th, Sunday, October 30th.
Hey, everyone who just joined.
Hello, hello, hello. Good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're at. So yes, if you would like to be part of the club, the link is in my bio where you can apply. If you have questions about it, please leave them in the comments. We would love to answer them now. Hello there. Hello, Sean.
We're going to be closing this price, early bird price, in a week. And so I would highly recommend, if you're hesitating whether to join or not, now is the time for you to sign up so that you take advantage of this awesome price and opportunity.
Yes. So talking about pricing, you look at, I guess, your average English class or generally a regular English class, you might be looking at the very minimum at paying like, what, $20 a class, probably a little bit more. So this is an amazing opportunity to get a lot of hours, as Chelsea said. Top participants will speak over 2,000 sentences in English. So if you look at it, it's $20, but it's 5 weeks long. We're going to be meeting weekly with me. You'll be meeting weekly or even more with your pods if you'd like. So it's an amazing low price opportunity for you to actually practice in English, practice speaking, practice listening in English. And it's interesting.
Oh, I see so many people in the comment section saying, I would love to enroll in your conversation club. You can use the link on Jake's bio to apply.
Yes. So on my Instagram page, it's just the website. It says imigo//Jake, and you can click there. Used to pay $30 on italki and so on. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a for this early bird price especially, it's a low cost opportunity for you to be part of a community of people practicing English and learning English together.
Sean Schatz, I followed you guys. I would love to be a part of it. Yes, join. You can apply. And I was gonna say something, I forgot. Yeah, you would not regret it. You should apply and be a part of the community, shape the community, learn how to speak with confidence.
Yes. Meet everyone, and you get to be part of the first cohort. Like I tell you guys, you're excited about this. I'm excited about this too. This is my first time really doing something like this. I've done lives on Instagram. I've done lives on YouTube, but to actually be in a conversation club with you guys, you get to be part of a community. You get to be in a WhatsApp group where we'll be communicating as much as we possibly can. And I truly think that this first cohort is going to become like a family, and we're really going to bond over 5 weeks. So I'm super excited about it as much as you guys are.
Renuka, hi. She's like, I'm back to Amigo family again. Hi, Renuka.
Renuka, how are you? Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
Renuka, why do you want to come back? What makes you want to join again? Is this how many cohorts have you taken? Let me just check. And all of you who's watching, you probably can notice how we have many people who are coming back for many, many months. This is a testimony to how it just works. And so for those of you who want to practice and get better, maybe you're intermediate, but you want to get advanced, this is the perfect opportunity for you.
Yes. Taking that leap from intermediate to advanced English. It's oftentimes touted as the hardest leap in learning language, going from intermediate to advanced, because it takes a lot of practice. Truly, you have to practice speaking and you have to practice listening. Renuka, want to improve my English skills more? You are in the right place. Thank you for being here.
Awesome. Amazing. Okay, any other questions, everyone? Just this is really embarrassing, but I'll share with all of you. My flight is in 3 hours, and I haven't packed, and I'll show you how bad it is. How do I turn the camera? Yeah, I haven't packed. This is really embarrassing.
You got to go, Chelsea. You got to get ready for your flight. Where are you heading?
No. I still have time, but yeah, I'm going back to. So everyone, I am in San Francisco right now in California. I was attending an event this week, but right now I joke that I'm homeless just because I haven't figured out which city I want to settle down. But I just flew in from South Korea about a week ago. I was staying there for a year and a half. I packed up my bags, moved out of Korea, went to Tampa, Florida, where my mom is. I was staying there, came to San Francisco for a work event. And then next week, I'm also going to be in New York for a work event, but I'm going to go back to Tampa this weekend before that. And so,
Wow, you are all over the place. That's kind of an awesome lifestyle though too.
and everyone who's learning English today, this can be your life, depending on if you like, I guess, traveling abroad or traveling to different cities. But it really unlocks a lot of opportunities for you. And if I could do it, I was from a countryside of Korea. If I can do it, I think everyone can do it. And Spanish and English is even more similar than Korean and English. And so I think all of you can do it.
Yes. This could be your life if you want to be flying all over the place. I will say though, if you follow amigo.io, your life looks very fun though. You're always uploading stories of where you're at. I've been following along, so.
I try. Classes are every day or just Sundays for 5 weeks? Okay, so for those of you who weren't here in the beginning of the live, just to quickly explain the method. So every week, the whole group with Jake will meet every week, once a week, and actually have conversation. It's not going to be like this live stream where people just passively listen. You're actually going to talk. And Jake will be there, and our Amigo team will be there. And then you probably would have filled out a list of questions when you apply for the conversation club. You will be placed in a small group, what we call pods, with 3 other people who have the same intention of learning, same English level, same X, Y, and Z. We have an algorithm that we run that's designed by our engineer from Skillshare. And you will be practicing the guided questions that we prepared for you throughout the week with your group members. And so you're not only getting the live session with Jake as a group, but throughout the week, you will be practicing even more that's related to the topic that we discussed that week.
Yes, and I think it's important to note as well, and I think you'll agree with this, Miss Chelsea, that it's kind of different and it's not the typical classroom setting where I sit there and I give a presentation and you guys all take notes and you study that way. It's really truly an opportunity every week, multiple days a week, for you guys to be speaking and using the language. That's the whole idea behind it, is verbal use of English and practicing, and that's why it's called the Conversation Club.
Absolutely, that's right. You're no longer going to be taking your passive role of just sitting and listening to what the teacher is lecturing, although that can be good. But think of it as an output time. Use all the inputs that you gather from Jake's awesome Instagram videos, YouTube videos, textbooks, one-on-one classes, all the things that in your head. Time for you to actually put into use in real life with real people. Yeah. This is your opportunity to get out of your usual Spanish speaking environment and put yourself in an English speaking environment where you have to talk and actually do the work.
Yes. Yes. And face your fears. And will you make mistakes? You'll certainly make mistakes. I still make tons of mistakes, and that's why we're there too, to get in small groups. It's not going to necessarily be you in front of 100 people, as Chelsea said. It's going to be small groups, you with 3 other people, practicing and discussing, meeting friends, being part of a community, and using English as much as you possibly can.
Absolutely. And then I also want you to know that it's not going to be just like, okay, like open-ended, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. No, we have a guided content that's ready for you to practice English and follow along.
Yes, so I'll show you guys, if you can see my computer. For every workshop, we've carefully, planned out everything that we're going to be talking about, the discussion questions and all of that thing. So we have this for every workshop. What's it going to be about? Bravery to take control of learning and speak up. Willingness to make mistakes and self-analyze. And so you guys can see generally what each class, what each live workshop is going to be about on the link in my bio to see what is it that we're going to be talking about each week. But in any case, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be guided and purposeful and fun. So I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, and someone asked, Sean chats, how do I enroll myself? Go to Jake's bio and there's a link, but I'll just put it in the chat here again. It's imigo.io/Jake. That's Jake's profile, and you can enroll yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. And Irina said, in general group of the cohort where you will be added after enroll to the class, participants share interesting videos, articles, and everything what people are passionate about. So yes, community is a really big part of what we do because we believe in the real improvement and practice, and all these things happen only with like real people in real life. So people will share interesting articles or interesting videos that they find to be really helpful for their English studying together, so that sometimes, we'll have like people like requesting, hey, like, do you want to meet right now to practice English? Like, I read this article that was super interesting. Do you want to discuss about it? And you'll have these like organic opportunities to get even more practice in throughout the week. And so thank you, Irina, for pointing that out.
Yes, and you should know as well, I'm a phone addict myself, so I'll be in the group talking and texting as well. So I'm super excited about that too, just to meet people and meet friends from all over the world.
Oh, I see Sarah joined. So Sarah is an amazing teacher and a creator that we work with, and it looks like she joined.
SL Rockfish. Yes, I've seen her.
She's amazing.
She is, and she may not know this, but I'm also from Wisconsin. She's from eastern Wisconsin, from Milwaukee. I'm from western Wisconsin, from Eau Claire area.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I did not know that. Texas must be like so different for you.
Oh yes, certainly. It's very, very hot in the summer. Winters are lovely. However, it was snowing in my hometown yesterday. So.
Wow. What brought you to Texas, and when did you move to Texas?
I moved to Texas a few years ago, and I moved because of my wife. Basically, she was an au pair, so she could work in the United States, and pretty much I just followed her here. I ended up getting a job as a teacher down here in Texas, and so now I do that during the day and I do it during the night as well.
That is so beautiful. Love story.
Yes, exactly. Sean from Dubai. How is life in Dubai?
I'm actually considering temporarily living in Dubai, so you should tell me what it's like.
And you should tell me what it's like, because that sounds very interesting.
Dubai, I have mixed feelings about it. Dubai, I love trees and nature, and I know Dubai is like desert, and desert is nature too. It's beautiful, but I just wonder how long I can survive without seeing trees and like birds and
yeah, Yeah, I've thought of that. It's a very industrialized place, though, from what I've heard.
Yeah, Sean chats if you can confirm whether this is true or not, but I heard from people who are living in Dubai that they have running tracks everywhere because the government wants people to be really healthy, and then there will be like water fountain, like public water fountain, like on running tracks. Usually, if you go to other cities, just the tap water, right? Apparently you can choose a flavor of water, sparkling water, blueberry water. Is that true? Like, that just sounds like crazy to me.
That's very interesting. Very, very interesting.
Did they really spoil their people like that?
And that may be a reason to move there as well, for the flavored water.
I was like, oh, that sounds interesting if I'm like running and get coconut water, sparkling water, blueberry water. That's crazy.
Oh man.
Okay, Nestor669. Spanish question.
Quiero aprender aunque sea entenderlo y hablarlo un poco, pero se me hace difícil por una depresión que ya está haciendo pensar en mí. No, no penses en eso, Néstor. Si ocupas algo, me mandas un mensaje a Instagram.
I just saw the words suicidal and depression, and I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, not good. I said, Nestor, if you need anything, please send me a message to Instagram, and I will reply to you.
Yeah.
Any other questions about the Conversation Club? Chelsea, thank you for being here, by the way. I appreciate you stopping by to talk about it. And again, I'm super, super, super excited about it.
So excited as well. Everyone, please, if you are on the fence and not sure about it, at least give it a try. This is, a month. And then if it was not really worth like your time, which will never happen, and our team will always make sure that you will have a great time, and people like Irina and Diego and Renuka that you just saw who have been part of this experience will always be there to also like support and encourage you. We have an awesome community that will help you not fall out and disengage, and that's the method that we are developing as a company. And so please give it a try at least once and see if you like it. And even if you already have a tutor or class that you enrolled, this applies to everyone. Most of our members already have a tutor, but what we do as a method and the community and all these things really meet specific need of getting more practice in throughout the week or just every single day. And so regardless of like what you're already doing to learn English, whether it's textbook or courses that you're enrolled or tutors, I guarantee you this experience is going to be not the same and will not disappoint you.
Yes, something new and an amazing opportunity to use what you're learning with your tutor or what you're learning in your classes, as you said earlier, Chelsea.
Awesome. So any questions? Last call.
Last questions, leave them in the chat. We'll answer them now. If you are nervous and you don't want to, you can send me a text on Instagram as well, and I'll answer you there.
And then I think this live will be uploaded as a recorded live, right?
Yes, to my Instagram and on YouTube as well.
And then you can feel free to leave comments on the recorded video then if you felt shy to ask live, and we'll try to respond to you in the comment section as well.
3218MA says he's nervous about your flight.
You don't have to. My flight is at 2 p.m. and the airport is not really far from here, maybe like 25 minutes, and it's a domestic flight, so I always get close to my flight time. A lot of people like to go to airport like an hour or 2 hours in advance. I'm not those people.
You cut it close. Have you ever missed a flight because of that?
Always. Yeah, I'm not really good with making flight time like early, and I don't know. I sometimes plan to, but it's just never happened.
And have you ever missed a flight because of that?
I think I missed like once, but I've been close, like missing it multiple times. But then for some reason, that still doesn't change my behavior. I think there's something about like me spending time at the airport that I just don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like some people like to go early because that gives them anxiety, but I'm more like, the more I don't spend time at the airport.
Hey, yeah. As long as you're catching your flights, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I think at this point I'm just like really used. I have a muscle memory on like, okay, I can cut it close if I leave now, like versus like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a habit of mine at this point.
Got you.
All right. Well, if you don't have any questions, I guess we can wrap it up. And like I said, go to Jake's bio. you'll have that link and have all the information there. If you have any questions, let us know. And also, you can comment on the recorded live session as well if you have any follow-up questions. And yeah, really looking forward to having you in our conversation club. And I really can't wait to practice and have fun and overcome fear, build confidence with all of you.
Yes, very excited myself. Again, leave any questions you have. You can message them to me. You can message them to emigo.io in Instagram. We'll answer them, and we're really, really, really looking forward to the first cohort of this conversation club. So join us. If you have questions, ask us, and we'll be here for you. Thank you, everyone who joined. Thank you, Miss Chelsea, for being here, and good luck. And I hope you catch your flight on time and all is safe.
I will let you know. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks a lot.
See you very soon. Bye.
Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Bye.
YouTube. Thank you, guys. Ortiz. ¿Cómo se pronuncia el país? Niger. ¿Inglés británico? No sé. ¿Inglés británico? No sé. Niger. There's Niger, I believe, and then there's Nigeria. So, YouTube, thank you guys for being here. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Leave them in the comments. You can send them to me on Instagram as well, or you can comment something on one of my YouTube videos, and I'll be there to answer you. So, I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day. Stay pura vida, and be safe, and be smart, and make some good decisions. Take care.